You know, Fusion Strike has over 250 cards in it, and who would have guessed? That makes it pretty difficult to find Mew VMAX. And with the card being so popular, it is very difficult to get your hands on enough Mew VMAX to actually be able to build and play the Mew VMAX deck. Thankfully, the new Obstagoon from Fusion Strike is super easy to get and absolutely destroys Mew VMAX. With its merciless strike attack, it does 60 damage plus 90 more damage if the defending Pokemon has any damage counters on it, which pairs perfectly with Galarian Zigzagoon's Headbutt Tantrum ability as well as quick shooting Inteleon. This deck is a lot of fun to play and actually a really good Stage 2 deck. Let's take a look at the list. Galarian Obstagoon is the king of this deck with its massive 170 hit points and 2 great attacks. Silence for 1 Darkness Energy does 30 damage, and you get to choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your opponent's next turn. And then Merciless Strike for 1 Darkness Energy does 150 damage if the defending Pokemon already has any damage counters on it. And placing damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon is super easy in this deck with Rapid Strike, Inteleon from Chilling Reign, and Galarian Zigzagoon from Sword and Shield base set. We also play 1 copy of the Sword and Shield Galarian Obstagoon with its Obstruct attack for a Darkness and a Colorless, does 90 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, you get to prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. This is great against Zacian V decks featuring Mew and Zamazenta, all that stuff. Obstruct can really obstruct your opponent's game plan. And then, of course, the Untamed Shout ability allows you to place 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, which, of course, jives really well with the rest of this deck. Sableye V also gets to capitalize on all those damage counters you're going to be placing on your opponent's Pokemon with its Crazy Claws attack for 2 Darkness Energy. It does 10 damage plus 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, and it's really easy to power up Sableye V thanks to Raihan, one of the best supporters released recently. It allows you to attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon and get whatever card you want out of your deck. This really is one of the best single prize decks in standard format right now. So check it out in action and let me know, what do you think of Galarian Obstagoon in the comments below. I am playing against the Mew deck. Okay, guys, now is our time. You think they're going to turn 1 Psychic Leap me? I really hope not. That would be kind of sus. We want to Level Ball and go get a Sobble. And then we got the Fan of Waves. We want that. The Scoop Up Net is like, okay. We're going to probably, the Fan of Waves also good. We probably need that. Quick Ball away the Evolution Incense or the Scoop Up Nets. They're not going to turn 1 attack my Zigzagoon. That would be ridiculous. Right? Right. Tell me it would be ridiculous, chat. Tell me it would be silly. There's no chance they're doing that. All right, here we go. And then I will pass. It would be absolutely preposterous if they were to turn 1 Psychic Leap my Zigzagoon. I would be pretty down horrendous if they did that. Not sure that I can't keep calling because I was going first. Oh yeah, dude. How bodied am I? They're just going to burn their entire deck down on this first turn. Draw all these cards. And get the turn 1 Psychic Leap. Old Cemetery, okay. VIP ticket. 2 more Jennies. Nah, they ain't got it. No way. We're vibing out here. Zigzagoon is totally Gucci. And then, yeah, they just have to energy mix. See? Easy. You got the basic psychic. I see you're playing a heads-up game here. It's a heads-up ball game right here. Okay, so the Mew is going down. I mean, that's already a given. I can... Honestly, just research is going to be probably the best bet for me. Because I'm probably going to discard this Fan of Waves. Like, what else is it? You know what I mean? Like, so we have to get Rare Candy. We're going to Rare Candy into this guy. Attach the Dark. Dang, chill, Old Cemetery. Then we have to go here. And then we're probably going to get the Research. And just let the rest of these things go. Yeah. Very few actual supporter cards in this deck, but that's okay. Kind of relying on the whole Sobble thing. Go here, get this fella, which we need. To then Merciless Strike for the knockout. Very cool. 300 damage, and we'll take our 2 prizes. I've got Raihan. I've got Rare Candy. I've got Linoone. Can make some things happen. However, with my Fan of Waves in the discard pile, it could be kind of a weird scenario where I have to silence or something first. So, yeah, we'll see, because there's the fusion energy right there, right? And I cannot hit past the fusion energy. So that is slightly problematic, but we'll figure it out. If they have to shuffle their guy back into the deck every turn, like, that's fine. Eventually, they'll run out of gas. So they're going to knock out my fella, right? Makes sense. Then I go up with my fella, and I can't damage you. All right, so I have to Raihan. Or I can rear kick for 60. It's still, I mean, rear kick for 60 is still, like, pretty relevant because it sets me up for another guy. So I don't, like, hate that. They would have to shuffle another dude back into the deck. My hand is huge, so I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. I think rear kick for 60 is better than like my other options. So I'm probably going to Raihan. And then I'm going to get this Shady Dealings Inteleon. Yeah. And then we'll evolve this fella and go get a Level Ball and a Scoop Up Net. Level Ball. Get this guy. I mean, this is something that we've seen with this deck. I just need to be able to get all of my fellows out as fast as possible. And we can Scoop Up Net this guy. Right, put him down. And then I could just Shady Dealings again. And go get Level Ball, Quick Ball. It's like, I just want to get more guys. Double Quick Ball is like fine. And just go get more fellas for the bench so that I can make bigger plays happen. Seems fine. Quick Ball away. One of these. Go get another fella. Quick Ball away. one of these. Go get another fella. Okay. Do that energy drop here. And then we're going to rear kick for 60. And then I mean, if I had pinged this one, but I had to ping the other one in order to take the knockouts. So, like, it is what it is, right? I mean, I could have... It is a strategy. I could have damaged both Mews. I mean, that is a strategy, right? I could have pinged the other one and then... So, like, instead of taking the knockout, I could have done that, which would have been interesting, but... Why didn't we silence this turn? It literally doesn't matter. This deck plays so many switches. There's no point in using silence. Instead, I was going to conserve my resources and just use rear kick. It's like the same thing. Also, they could max Miracle potentially for a knockout with a power tablet. So, or not max Miracle. They could, yeah, max Miracle, right? So there's no point. Like, what am I gonna like? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Silence, for the most part, is not going to make a huge difference. Now, they are gusting my Galarian Zigzagoon, probably because they want to, you know, chuck their guy back into the deck, right? Which I'm fine with. And that's the thing about this matchup, is that, like, yeah, you Psychic Leap, but now you have let me... yeah, like you have let me just have another turn, and you've also decreased the amount of energy that you have in play. So, like, I'm fine with this. And I'm actually going to take this opportunity to... Yeah, this is like a really cool opportunity for me for sure. So we could do that. I could go get my last Evolution Incense to go get Senor Obstagoon. And I could just go knock out. Yeah, I could go knock out the Mew. Yeah, it's genius. All right, cool. And then what are you going to do, right? So we're going to do that. Go get Obstagoon. Evolve this fella. Rare Candy this fella. Quick shooting that fella. And now you're mad. We bring up Mew. Give me the old Merciless Strike. You now have no Mew in play. I take 2 more prizes. And we're in there, right? Exactly what we need. We've got 2 prizes left. I can easily knock out a Genesect for game. And that's the danger with the Mew deck of, like, shuffling back in, right? Is you decrease the amount of energy you have in play, and you also leave yourself open to... Yo. Do I have it? Let's see what you're at 160. That's exactly how much I do, right? No, I do 150. Sad. Still the vibe though. Give him the old Merciless Strike. And then next turn we win with quick shooting. That's it. And they send themselves off. Excellent. With the old cemetery. GG's. I do think in most scenarios, we probably want to start with a Keep Calling. We're playing against a Zacian deck. Alrighty then. I think that Zacian should be pretty free for us. We just have to obstruct and set up a stable board just in case they go Cross Switcher, Gust, or Escape Rope Gust, right? So I want to set up my Zigzagoon and my Obstagoon without benching too many things. That's the dream. So we'll see what we can do. And I got a 2 energy Zacian. That's annoying. So I guess I kind of have to keep calling. As much as I don't want to, I can't really afford to just put like 2 Pokemon down and go for it because they got a 2 Energy Zacian. So they could just do that. So we are going to go in with just the full consistency. I'll ping the Mew just in case they play, you know. Or it could have been a Rangaroo, but in case they play like Cave or something, right? And then do I want to quick ball away one more card? The Boss, maybe. Doesn't feel great, but probably fine. Just to get another one of these fellas in play. Just so that I have 2 in case they do Boss. And then we're going to keep calling. And go get a bunch of these. Take a look. We do have Obstruct in the deck. We do have Sableye in the deck. Good, good, good. Playing 3 bosses orders, so getting rid of 1 is probably fine. We are a 2-hit KO deck. So for the most part, you do really want to have bosses orders. But against a deck where our goal is going to be to obstruct, not necessarily to, you know, to just target down with 2-hit KOs. So it's fine. Getting rid of the second or the third boss is okay. We'll just have to, you know, be cognizant of our resources for the rest of the game. So they've got Brave Blade on my guy. If they do that, I could Raihan. I've got a Scoop Up Net, which could allow me to double Drizzile. Shady Dealings for Raihan, and then Shady Dealings for Rare Candy. But it just doesn't... Zinnia's resolved. Dang, okay. But it does feel like we might need one more turn to get our Obstagoons up and rolling. And we'll see what they do. Maybe Brave Blade my Sobble. They can't Gust this turn. Well, I say can't, but with Cross Switcher in the format, anything could happen. So yeah, they're just going to Brave Blade my Sobble. Not exactly sure that I want to... Huh. Tough call. But let's see. We'll send this up. Ooh, top deck the Obstagoon is very good for me. So we can Shady Dealings for Raihan. I can Raihan and get Rare Candy. And then Scoop Up Nets. So we can do, yeah, Raihan, right? Raihan for Rare Candy. Then we get the Obstagoon. And then we Scoop Up Net. That's fine. Raihan here. Go get Rare Candy. Rare Candy here. Scoop Up Net this guy. And then I can Shady Dealings. I don't have any backup though, right? Like, so like, huh. Like, what can I really do to get myself just like a whole ton of Drizziles like this? Because that's kind of what I need. Just bench the Sobble. I mean, I could go get another Drizzile, right? And then I could potentially evolve into Inteleon next turn. But if I go get like a Zigzagoon to do 150, then I'm leaving myself with nothing to top deck. So I feel like I'm just swinging. I mean, swinging for 60 is not bad. Right? That's fine. We just Merciless Strike for 60. Because then they have 160 hit points left. So that's fine. There's no point in using the silence because they already can't use Brave Blade, and if they switch, then they're out of silence anyway. Yeah, here's the cross switcher. What in the world, bro? You just wanted to do that. Like, you didn't even need to. That's crazy. I guess, though, Zacian cross switcher is it's the new thing. It's the new hotness, apparently. But then you're not even knocking out my Obstagoon. Are you going to cross switch your boss? Like, I'm totally okay if you leave this thing down here. Right? Also, this deck is very blinged out, I am noticing. Is this the new thing, Zacian switcher? Apparently, I've played against it twice today. But this Zacian is absolute. I mean, you just literally gave me a free knockout. I don't even have to Bruno for it now. Because you don't have room for, like, with all those cross switchers in your deck, you don't have room for all the good heal cards anymore. So, well, Bruno. Okay, it's fine. Shady Dealings, and I have 2 Zigzagoon left in the deck, which is good, so we can get Quick Ball. And oh, I could just be an opportunity to use my Rescue Carrier. Let's go. Rescue Carrier and Level Ball. Cool. Let's do that. Rescue Carrier, totally pog. Bring them back now, y'all. Slam these fellas down. Put that over there. You've got 160 hit points left. I do 150 damage. Quick shoot. I should have done the opposite of what I just did, but it's fine. Who doesn't like a wasted energy attack or wasted 10 damage ping? And then I'll do the Shady Dealer. Oh my god, dude. It's so much funnier as the Shady Dealer, bro. What the heck? They should have called it the Shady Dealer. Yeah, that's fine. Off of the Shady Dealer, I'm gonna get the probably the Scoop Up Net is good. I can just pick up that Shady Dealings Inteleon. Yeah, that's fine. Allow me to do some things. And then we're gonna give him the old Merciless Strike for knockout. And now look at you, Zacian. What you gonna do, bud? What you gonna do? In hindsight, with this matchup, I think it's okay to just lead the Merciless Strike Obstagoon, and then like just do damage, right? I mean, they're gonna be so bad at doing 230 to these single prizers every turn, and then, like, you know, if you want to cheese with a with the Obstruct Obstagoon, you can, but you know, they with the cross switcher version of this deck, going with the Obstruct version is just really kind of as I've learned, sus. So you probably want to just do things the old-fashioned way by taking knockouts. Wow, you really got. I mean, this version of the deck is very turboed out, I have to say. I mean, look at how much energy they have in play. This is kind of insane. Wow. I mean, they just keep doing things. Well, would you look at that? Look at how many energy on that Zacian. Shoo-wee. Okay. So, that's fine. I suppose I'm sending up this guy again. Cool deal. Put the Air Balloon on this fella. Scoop Up Net this fella. Shady Dealer. And go get the Evolution Incense and the Rare Candy. Okay. Why did I... Dang it, bro. Okay. That's my B. That's my B, y'all. That's my B. That's my B. Okay, we go Rare Candy here. Didn't realize I already had that. Sad. And then I can bench Sobbleton. And then I can... Oh, we got a big Bruno this turn if I want it. That's fine. Do that. Go get another quick ball just to go get another Obstagoon. I do feel like there's not going to be enough time for me to use Linoone this game, so we're just going to get rid of that dude. I do still have 2 Rare Candy in the deck, so that's okay. And then send him down, and I'm going to damage this fella. And then we're just going to go with the either Bruno or Marnie, but I feel like at this point I just need to draw more cards, so... So let's do that. Yeah, let's just Bruno. And cool, this is like some good stuff that we got. Good stuff, good stuff. We're hitting for 150. So I probably am going to quick shooting that, force them to have the Scoop Up Net to save it. And then go with the Merciless Strike for 150 damage. And then, you know, we got some plays this next turn with the Darkness Energy. I can't obstruct, which is pretty good. Because if I obstruct, then that means that they have to boss, which is like annoying for them. They do only have 3 prizes remaining, so we're definitely getting, you know. We're definitely coming down to the wire here. Hoping that they don't Scoop Up Net to that Mew. That would be... Hello, Swablu. Uh-huh, I see, I see. 50 hit points, you say? Interesting. Be a shame if something were to happen to that. So, do I have Energy Search still in the deck? I think I do. And since I do have Energy Search in the deck, I can take... You've got... Yeah, I could take a big knockout. Okay. So... First, oh, and I can Zigzagoon ping that. So sick. We're so close to winning right now. Okay, so we're gonna Rare Candy into that. You've only got 60 hit points left, but I still should gust it up. And then I just want to make sure that the evolution or the Energy Search is not in the deck. Okay. Which means that it's in my prizes, and if it's in my prizes, then that means that I might rip it off my prizes. Right? Because it's not in my discard pile. No, it is not. So, what I will do for my first trick is take a prize. So we'll do that. And then, maybe I get it. I get a dark. That's cool. That'll work. So then I'm going to Rare Candy into this fella. And then with that 30 damage, I am going to put it over here. And then we're going to attach the Darkness Energy. And then I'm going to boss up this guy. And then I'm going to quick shooting that guy. And then I'm going to retreat into Obstagoon and obstruct for game. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Broken deck. Hello, Hoopa. What do we got here? The Hoopa Inteleon. Oh, yeah, the Hoopa Inteleon special. A battle of the single prize decks. I'm not exactly sure who comes out on top here. But it might be us. Obstruct seems pretty good against this deck because all their attackers are basic, so that's good. I'm going to go in with the Zigzag. It's fine. Get another Zigzag. Get another Zigzag. And then Yeah, that's cool. And then, frankly, I mean, with like such a big draw card off of Bruno this next turn, I think I can just keep calling and go get my other fellas. And it's like, we know that they're just going to guaranteed knock out the Sobble. So why even Bruno for 4 if we could Bruno for 7? Right. Bruno for 7. Way more value. We'll evolve into 1 Linoone. I don't even know that it's worth it to use an Evolution Incense. Probably not. We'll just save all the good cards in the deck for after the Bruno. Why did I put 2 onto this and none onto this? Only God knows, chat. Only God knows. Should have definitely put 10 damage onto this fella. Oh, I think it was because I was planning on using Obstruct this next turn. That's right. Or attempting to. But I guess if I can't use Obstruct. I know that. It's cool. We'll figure it out. We'll Obstruct later. There we go. Never punished. Cool. 10 damage there. Linoone. And then Bruno. Bruno. Looking for 7 big ones. All right, we've got the Rare Candy into the Obstagoon. Very good. And then we've got the Darkness Energy. I've also got Level Ball. We can Level Ball for Drizzile. Drizzile for... Yeah, I'd like to get a trainer card. Thanks. Another Level Ball. I'm going to get 2 of these evolved up. Alright, and then my Shady Dealer is not in the deck, unfortunately. So that's kind of an L, but it's okay. I can Shady Dealer and go get Senor Raihan. That's what I'm going to get. I can pretty much guarantee you that my opponent's taking a knockout this next turn. I guess I actually don't know that at all, but the idea is that they probably are taking a knockout this next turn. And then I will just Training Court, and that's fine. I guess that's kind of, not a great idea, since they're probably not going to counter their own Training Court. And then if they gust and take a knockout, then I'm like, cool, I guess I'm not. But it's fine. If they gust and take a knockout, then my Galarian Obstagoon is still here. And there's pretty much no way for them to do 170 damage now that I'm thinking about it. So we probably should have left that Dark in the discard pile. I am trying to Obstruct, though. That's what the attempt is. We're attempting to Obstruct. Go ahead. Do your worst. All right, you can have my Zigzagoon. It's fine. Yeah, you're gonna Hoopa, and I've got no energy in the discard pile now. I guess I could retreat. That's kind of a very roundabout way to do this thing. It also doesn't make any sense, because then I'm just getting 1 energy onto the Obstructor. It doesn't matter. I'll Obstruct next turn. It's fine. Just manually attach the old-fashioned way. But I guess, had I left that Dark in the discard pile, I could have then used Raihan and actually taken the knockout on the Hoopa and used Obstruct, and that would have been fine. But they do like maximum 90 damage, so it really does not matter. I do have Boss's Orders in my hand. Could gust up that Moltres over there. But I don't have any way to ping extra damage right now, so we'll have to figure that out. Thank you, Wheeler, for the sub. Let's go, Wheeler. Thank you. Alrighty, right. Oh, I do now. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, because I just evolved into this fella. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, ping this guy. Yeah, bring him up. Energy down. And then smack him with the old... that Sobble's probably going down, huh? It's fine. We'll make do. And then... you got 180, okay. It's fine. 2 quick shooters. Pew pew. And you're down. This is a little bit rough, though, because, yeah, you're probably going to get the double quick shooting. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening. It's fine, though. We're chilling. We're chilling. That Moltres is going down, and you really got no way to deal with my Obstagoons. So, I think that we should probably be able to silence. No, silence doesn't do enough damage. Silence is pretty much always bad. No. Silent. 30 damage? What am I doing with 30 damage? Absolutely nothing. This thing will get knocked out. Then I'm going to go in, and they're never going to be able to knock out any of these other guys. If they want to actually, they do 30 damage to themselves if they aura burn. They basically knock themselves out. It's just not worth it. Now they can Moltres at the end of the game, I guess. It's a little scary. It's a way they could. No, they can't because I'm going to be using Obstruct. Right. Never mind. It's free. All I have to do is scoop up these two, and then we Obstruct, and that's it. They can quick shooting my guy. So that's a little tough, but it's okay. Is it actually worth it to Raihan? Let's think about it. If I Raihan, no, we're just gonna research. Okay, go in. Quick shooting. The active. I didn't want to Raihan for Shady Dealing in 2 nets because he's prized, first of all. Now I will Shady Dealer for 2 nets. And then we should be good to go. There's only 1 net in my deck. Sad. The other one is prized. But it's still good because I could scoop up net the 1 Inteleon, which is useful. And then we will grab boss, just in case they start doing something silly. I'm just going to pack this guy up and start using Obstruct. And then, I mean, they can attack me with a quick shooting Inteleon. Yes, that's why I got the boss, so that I can target those guys down. That's the thought anyways. I'm doing 110 damage a turn right now. They can knock out this guy, but Tweed with the Prime sub. Yeah, well, thank you so much for those 16 months, Tweed. I appreciate you. I am curious to see how this game resolves. This is a very close one, actually. A very, very close one. Because all of their attackers are basics. They've got Inteleon, yeah, and they can quick shooting, right? Yeah, they're going to start piling energy onto it. I've got 3 prizes left to take, so I have to gust up the Inteleon. They do have 2 prizes left to take, so I mean, I can also start attacking with my Inteleon too. Now that Marnie hurts, most definitely. But it's okay. I could also potentially power up a Sableye. I mean, there's not really a lot they could do to a Sableye right now. It looks like they're probably not going to be attacking this turn. They're just going to, over the course of 2 turns, try to power up the Inteleon. And then I do have to worry about the fact that they could slam down a Moltres and 1-hit KO my Inteleon on my bench. That is a little bit scary. I should knock out whoever they send up, unless it's Hoopa. Which, you know, we're very close to knocking out. They only have 2 Scoop Up Nets. No, they have all 4 Scoop Up Nets are down. Okay, so here's the question. Like, do I actually start powering up Sableye? It's kind of an interesting thing. I could. So we're going to take a knockout. And then I could... They're going to come in and hit me for 70, and then if I come in with Sableye and finish them off, but then if I come in with Sableye, they slam down... Okay, so the problem with the Sableye strategy is that then they slam down Moltres and win. So I can't allow that. Which means I should maybe Ordinary Rod these guys back into the deck. I only have 1. Potentially. And I could quick ball for one of them. I'm going to take a knockout. They're going to come up and they're going to be able to do very close to knockout damage on me. But it's not going to be quite to knockout. I could get potentially 1 more Sobble. And then Drizzile next turn. Which I think is fine. And then I'm going to obstruct for knockouts. And then... They can't attack with their basics, right? So they have to hit this thing for not a knockout. And then... They do grab a boss. Okay. So maybe they go for my Sobble this turn? No, they're going for my Inteleon. Okay. But that's like fine. I mean, I did prize a Scoop Up Net. So I think I go here, or else I'd be able to Scoop Up Net that, but I can't. So what I probably do is Evolution Incense. They're hitting me for 90. If I gust you and do 90... There's no way they have another boss in their hand, right? No. So... I think that we're going to evolve this. And then what's my play? I think Gust. And we're going to Gust up the Drizzile and knock it out. And then we're going to quick ball away the Darkness Energy and get the Sableye. Bring an energy back. Boss up the Drizzile so that they can't find boss for game. Bench the Sableye. Dark Energy. And obstruct. Okay. And then we basically say, all right, you either have boss and win or you lose. And I took out your easiest way to get boss. If you don't have boss in hand right now, I win this game. Because I bench the Sableye. And Sableye with Zigzagoon should be able to knock out any threat that you put up. Just about. Especially since I top deck the Evolution Incense, which means I can go get my quick shooter. Right? And now my opponent is like really having to grind some things out. So I think that like benching the Sobble was super key. I had to do that to give myself that one extra shady dealings. They could go up with Moltres because Moltres is like their thickest dude and doesn't easily get KO'd. They have a couple more turns and they Fiery Wrath, and that is going to be game, I think. The top deck the Dark, that does not matter. I can go get my quick shooter, or I could just go get the Shady Dealer, right? The Shady Dealer should be able to... No, the Shady Dealer does not do it. Yes, so we need to get this guy. And then, with the quick shooting and the Zigzagoon, we put 3 damage counters on, and then I can obstruct for game. And that's GG's! Let's go! Yes! That was a really, really good one. That was grindy. That felt like a good game of Pokemon right there. Who would have thought that was standard format? That didn't even feel like standard format. So, what do you think? Galarian Obstagoon, not too shabby after all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content just like this every single weekday. Also, if you haven't already, definitely make sure to check out FullGripGames.com. We've got a great selection of Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. Supporting the shop at Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. We're also always buying bulk and singles. So if you got extra cards lying around your house and you're trying to get some cash for them or store credit or a new booster box, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. The links are in the description below. Y'all have a great day. Peace.